Here we go. Good morning. Hey. Welcome back to another Commercial Trucking Chronicles. Good morning. Sunday morning, you guys. I'm here. I'm back. I'm up early. I'm at it. Feeling good. Grateful, thankful, and blessed and highly favored over here. Okay. So if you're blessed, hit the like button. If you got you some coffee, hit the like button. If your portfolio's up, smash that like button. Really? Smash that like button for me. All right. A couple things real quick this morning I want to talk to you guys about. If you guys would kindly come on into the chat. There you go. One in the building. Good morning to you. Go ahead and smash that like button for me if you're blessed this morning. Smash the like button if you got your coffee this morning. And one of my favorites, smash that like button if your portfolio is up this morning. Hit that button for me. Wait. So we were talking yesterday, last night I went live and I suppose I had a guest on. My man was going to come on with me because we was going to, discuss a couple things, new developments surrounding the Clarity Act. In case you guys ain't familiar with the Clarity Act, has to do with cryptocurrencies and the stablecoin bill. So as Congress has proceeded in voting and passing the vote, we're now getting ready to witness the full effects of the crypto market exploding like you've never seen. You think you've seen something before, well, you ain't seen nothing yet, baby. So prepare. We tell you get prepared. So prepare, because you ain't seen nothing yet, baby. I'm trying to tell you, these things are getting ready to explode. And if you were on my live last night, I shared a couple of these new coins that I had gotten into. I picked it up. We're up over 1,000% this week, guys. Oh yeah, I got receipts for y'all, but we're up over 1,000% this week. So do me a favor. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And nothing up here is financial advice. It's just me documenting my journey. But I called it, man. I called it. I put a few people. I tried to tell my boy, too. I told him that he's a guest on my show. I had told him, I said, yo, get this coin. It look like it's getting ready to, it's popping. It's getting ready to pop. Because I told him a couple of things that I had noticed about it. I've been watching it. It didn't take long. And it ran up so fast. I'm glad I got it when I did. I'm glad I caught it. I would have got a better position, but things happened. Like I couldn't get a Wi-Fi signal. I was at work at the time. I needed to get onto the app and move the money around because I wanted to take advantage of a good price entry point, 25 cents, right? You guys know where it's at right now? If you know, put it in the chat. It's pushing $3. And I'm like, this couldn't have came at a perfect time for me because, I've been doing my due diligence, man. I'm not even going to front, man. I've been doing my, research and everything, and I've been watching it. I've been being humble. You know what I'm saying? And so, we up. That's all there is to say. And I'm expecting this thing to go up even higher. I'm going to mention what it is a little bit later. It's still, if you ask me, it has a long way to go because right now it's in price discovery. So there's no ceiling, there's no cap. So it's just running up. You know what I'm saying? I've taken profits a couple times and then I reallocated it back in. I even threw some more money in this morning because I want to just really get a good position before If it crosses over the $3 mark, I say, well, I will take my initial investment out. It looks like it'll hit five. If it looks like it'll hit $5, I'll do that. Take my initial investment right back out because you guys know I got to fix my transmission in my truck, right? I got my daughter's graduation coming up. So this couldn't come at a better time for me. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm up this morning, blessed, highly favored. Cup of coffee. Go ahead and hit that like button for me, man. If you're blessed and you got yourself some coffee this morning, if your portfolio is up, smash the like buttons. You gotta hit that. If you rocking with your boy, smash that like button, man. You know what I'm saying? Because these opportunities are getting ready, in my humble opinion, to move on without you. So this is not financial advice, like I said, but I will share information that you need to do some research on yourself. But you could be 1,000% up too. And I'm not sitting here telling you something like I got the receipts for y'all too. Stick around. I'm gonna show you the receipts. I'm not playing no games. I don't have time for that. I can go back to sleep. I got to work tomorrow and get some rest over the weekend. Got me. Okay, King. Appreciate you for joining, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And thank you for that comment. Leave a comment. So all week, you guys, I've been talking about a lot of the new developments that I have come across with my research. And of course, I'm watching the markets. I'm looking at, you know, different show hosts and people having discussions about where this thing is going, what's happening with policies. Of course, we have global tension and stuff going on. Don't you know that over in that strait over there, like they're only allowing boats to come in and pass through who pay in cryptocurrencies because they do not want to trade in the the petrodollar. I'm sorry that nobody else is right. Well, from my screen, it says that there was like 20 something people. So, YouTube can give a lot, they can give a lot of mixed signals to people. So I wouldn't focus on that. I wouldn't focus on that. Listen to what I'm trying to say to you. I don't worry about who's watching or who's not watching. I try to get the message out because long after I said what I said, the markets are going to move. You can go back and watch it, but you're going to be late to the party. While you here right now, I stay focused on what it is that we're talking about, the topic, because this is going to get you somewhere, hopefully, you know. But I appreciate you for that comment anyway. In the meantime, go set yourself up a digital wallet somewhere, man. Try and get on one of these platforms. But if you do, I would not encourage you to leave any of your cryptos on any of these platforms. And I should probably have something in my description, even with the chat bot, where you can come up and give you some kind of information on cold storage options, not option trades, but your option to self custody. You have options out here. You don't have to use the banks. You don't have to use the exchanges. You can literally do it yourself, and that's what I do. I use this Sandra wallet. It's a very simple to use. Tap it to my back of my phone. Boom! It opens up the app. I put in my passcode. Then I tap it again. Then that opens up the actual wallet, and everything is there. But like I know you guys are wondering, like, man, what coin was it that you got? Which coin was it that you got? Okay, so first of all, this is what I would say to you. Let me turn it on. I'm going to give you my screen back there on my television. I'm going to make sure that you can see it because I don't have. I could share. I could go live and share my screen with OBS. I can do that. But the receipts that I want to show you is on my phone, so I would definitely have to kind of like use another phone and show you and do all that. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Definitely. But it's nothing like, when you wake up and you get excited because you like, Yes, we're back. We're back. The markets are back. The prices appreciate because see, you gotta buy when it's red. I've been buying while these markets were in the toilets. I've been just accumulating. Accumulation. You know what I'm saying? It's exposure. You need to get exposure. Only way you're gonna get exposure is if you acquire those assets. You get them while they're cheap. You get them while they're cheap. And like I said, this market it's about to blast off and leave you guys behind. I'm sorry to have to be the one to because there are tokens that are not gonna go up in price, and there are those tokens that are gonna be going up. And I was so blessed. I thank the Lord. I'm just like, okay, this coin. Why did it catch my eye? That's the first thing. Why did it catch my eye? Um, because I don't have a crystal ball. I don't have I don't have a magic mirror that I can go and say, mirror, mirror on the wall, which is the best crypto of them all? Like, I don't have any of that stuff. There's no mirror, mirror on the wall. There's no crystal ball. Like, I don't have any of that. I just do my research and I take chances. I do, I risk manage. I use risk management because, I stick a little bit in there. I ain't just throwing money at it. You know, I used to be like that when I had it. Throw, throw a few thousand on that one right there. We playing with the house's money because I was up, and I was up by thousands of percent. So and I'm still playing with the house's money. So from being up, but the markets have corrected and they've come back down, and so I saw a great opportunity. What caught my eye? I will tell you this. This particular coin has a symbol because all these coins have symbols. You know how the B with the dollar sign, that's the Bitcoin. Then you got the XRP got their symbol with the two X's or everything. So this symbol caught my eye, right? So I'm looking at it, I'm like, what the freak is this coin? What is this? It come from out of nowhere. And it looked like you're making some money. At that time, it was less than a penny, or probably running around a penny. So then I watched a few days, a day or so ago, it got up to close to about a quarter, 25 cents. And I'm like, what the? And I looked at the symbol again. I said, that's the Eye of Horus. And for you guys that know what the Eye of Horus is, like the Sphinx or like an ancient Egyptian symbol, right? I said, that's the Eye of Horus. So now my mind start wondering. I said, ain't the Strait of Hormuz a big deal right now? And aren't they only accepting crypto? The Eye of Horus is looking over the Strait of Hormuz. They want to know what's going on. Well, basically, I start bugging out and I start thinking all this crazy stuff. So I said, I bet you they're going to pump this coin, man. And then I looked at the market cap. It wasn't something that only had $1 million or $2 million in it, like the overall market cap. This thing was almost four $300 million in there. So I said it's almost a half a billion. I said if they run it up and the way it's moving, it's gonna go to 500 million. That's a half a billion. I said if it does that and it's ranked in the not top 100, but is in between the 100 to 200 range, it winded up moving up to um it's ranked at the 67 now. So it went up through the 200 and it's in the top 100, moved up to 67. And I said, I've seen, but this is today, at the current moment, that's where it sits. But I've seen this type of price movement before. When you start having hedge funds dumping money into these markets, that's the type of dollars that move in a 24-hour period. 100, 200 million dollars. You will see that thing go from being ranked at number 20 to up to number 14 and 13. So you have to, follow the money. And I do research on numbers all day. That's how I find basically that's all it is to me. A bunch of cryptos with a bunch of numbers. So I do my research. And, if it catches my eye, I create a watch list. I put it on my favorites list. I have a whole different um, screen that I go to, and it populates and shows me all my favorites and how good they're doing. Right? Give me one second. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull up the chart that I use. You guys, this is not financial advice, but you might want to go ahead and use the chart. Just just study it. Study it. It's all about the charts. It's all about the numbers. Numbers don't lie. People lie. I ain't gonna be lying to you because I got the receipts. Stop playing with me, son. You already know what it is. We up. Hit that like button. We up. We up over 1,000% right now. On the week. On the week. And it was a good pay week for me too. Oh man. So, I can't be more ecstatic this morning, happy. Going into this next week. And I'm gonna work as hard as I did last week at work. It don't matter how much money I made over the last 24 or 48 hours or whatever the case may be. I still got things I got to do. I got a whole bunch going on. So I need all this money. I need all. So shout out to you in the building if you guys do invest in these digital asset markets. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna try and pull it up on the screen because I want y'all to see this, man. Like I said, we up. Good morning, Louie. Good morning to you. How you doing? Louis Marcuso. Louis Marcuso's in the house, you guys. Shout out to Louis. I'm gonna put you up on which coin it is too, because I want you guys to go look at it. Get it before. Me personally, I think it's going way higher. It's going way higher. It's going way higher. I'm sorry, it's going way higher. I know it is. So, like I said, it's got the Eye of Horus symbol. And if you know what the Eye of Horus is, Carajito. Brazil's in the building. And let me find this so I can show it to y'all, man. I should already have this. Give me a second. It sucks. I hate this, man. Oh, I could talk to www.cryptobubbles.com. Nope. Internet service. AOL. Online. I hate these phones. TV's so smart, you got to talk. Fox News. And there we go. There we go. Any smart TVs or something. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Give me a second. Give me a second. My internet on the big screen now. For you. Hold on. Crypto Bubbles. CryptoBubbles.com. There we go. Let's see. Um, Come on, man. You serious? I don't know how to really do this right here, man. There we go. Come on, where you going? Okay, here we go. All right, so this is the other screen. This is a different one, but I like this one too. I like this chart. This isn't the actual chart that I usually use. If I could uh, pull, go to it a little bit more for you guys. So we're gonna come down. Where's she at? And where is it? There it is. There it is. Okay. There it is. Damn it. Look, they got the rocket ship next to it. And I tell people, I told my homeboy, I said, anytime this chart, oh shoot, anytime I use this chart to look at something and look it up, this isn't really the chart that I use, but this is another chart that I use. If it got a rocket ship next to it, that means it's on fire, bro. That means it's literally on fire, bro. So I'm gonna try to zoom in so much so you can see. So that's it right there. That's it. And if you can, crap, if you can notice, if I can get my camera to sit right, and you can notice it, crap again. It's got this. I gotta get that a real phone stand. There we go. Okay. So my mouse here. So where am I? Where's my mouse at? Come on, you serious? This stupid thing. I hate this stupid thing. Oh. What the hell's up with this mouse? It would happen to I think AI be AI like, nah, it's not gonna work, sir. Of course it's not gonna work. The mouse doesn't work with the TV. Oh my god. I thought that was the computer screen. This is the mouse. So here we go right here. So how do I click on that with this? I gotta be able to use my keys. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, that's what I need. Okay. So you see that? You see that? Yep, that's it. So if you come over here, you see it's 98% on fire. They got a rocket ship next to it. 7 days is over 1,000%. But let me click on it. Let me open this baby up. Can it open up? There we go. That's the coin. That's it. All right. So don't say I didn't try to tell y'all. You see the name of it up there? It's spelled backwards. $2.08. Price right now $2.80. I got in about on Wednesday. I got in there Wednesday. So if we go back. So it just came out because 20 all-time low. The all-time low, there, guys, better. The all-time low over here at 20 cent, 20 cent, and that was January, February, March. That was March 12th, and I really actually just bought into this coin. Look at come on, you idiot. You look at the 24 hours. Oh no, I don't know what I just did. Oh, wait, no. Oh yeah, here it is right there. They're moving up. In the last 24 hours. So in the last 24 hours, it's up 36%. 36% in the last 24 hours. It's up 36%. The last 7 days, it's up 1,000%. You see that. And within the last hour, it's up 8%. I don't know. this coin has made me a few grand already. So in the 24-hour period, last 24 hours, it was at the low was a $1.94. So the price now is $2.80. And see the all time high over here. If you look, today's date. Today's the 12th. 6/12. Oh, I'm sorry. 6/26. 4/12/2026. Today's date. The all-time high is $2.94. So it's in price discovery. It's never made an all-time high. So it's whatever these prices are that we're reaching now, it's just now making it. It's these never seen these numbers before. So it's like a blow off top, and it can just keep going high because there's no resistance. It's not like it's gonna come up to a number that it once was at, and that is either gonna become resistance or bounce off of it and it's support and then it keeps going higher. So you have to understand resistance and support levels. There is no resistance. This thing has a clear open run of how high it can go. And the market cap, like I said, right now is over half a billion, which is 500 million. It's 692 million, which is moving more and more closer to a $1 billion market cap. When I got into this, it was only a 300 and something million dollar market cap. So that market cap has already doubled. Um, $300 million have come into this thing in the last 42 hours or 72 hours. And it's up 1,000%. So I actually caught it at the right time, bro. I should have got it a little bit sooner. I really should have. I didn't get it that like at the 25 cent mark because my card, you got to tap. I couldn't get a Wi-Fi signal. And I was a little upset. I was a little pissed. I was like, dang, man. I said, screw it, man. Forget that coin. But I had been watching it. I had already been watching it, and it was up at that point. It was up like almost 100 to 130%. So on all of these gains, like and you want to deploy your money, not financial advice, but you want to deploy your money before things take off. So I caught it just as it was taking off, but I spotted it when it just started rolling. And because I couldn't get a Wi-Fi signal, I think I did get this. I did get the signal, and then now I didn't have enough. You have to have a native coin because I don't know if you understand how this works. All right, let's just say you want to go buy Nike, but you're shopping at the outlet. You have to have, if you want to buy a Nike product, you need to have whatever the name of that outlet mall is, Four Seasons Mall. So you need to have a few Four Seasons Mall tokens. Not a lot. You don't have to have a handful. You can have $2, $3, because a lot of times the fees are big. Everybody's making money with fees. The ATM people, the bank merchant, everybody tax on a little something, right? So I didn't have enough to cover the fee, and the fees was literally like probably less than $1, right? So I was a little upset. I was like, damn, but I don't got enough to cover the fee. But I did have some of the native token. I just didn't have enough because I had been using, I burned up all my fees. I mean, all my, they call that fuel or gas. You have to have the native token as fuel to be able to transact, right? To pay that fee because there's always a fee, right? I didn't have enough to do my fee transaction because of the amount that I was going to purchase. The more you purchase, the bigger the fee amount. But it wasn't like I was purchasing a huge amount. I was going to spend probably $200 or $300. And at the time, the price was only 25 cents. So, I was going to get a decent amount of them. I think because they show you how much you would get before the transaction goes through and you have to approve it. So I forget, it was probably about 6,000 or something like that, a few thousand of them for like $200. But I didn't have the fee. So now I was a little pissed. I was like, man, screw that. And instead of me Xing out of it, taking the very same money that I was going to spend anyway, and just buy a little bit of the native token to be able to cover my fee. Okay, buy $5 worth. So you got $5 worth. So now you can transact as much as you want with $5 because that'll cover a lot of fees. Instead of just doing that little quick transaction and then going ahead with my purchase and buying it while it was 25 cents, I said, screw it. 24 hours later, I looked and it was up to about 80 cents. So I'm like, so it pulled back a little to like 70 something. And that's when I jumped in. I jumped in then. And I guess, I bought about $400 worth or I think $300 or $400 worth. And I spent a few $100s. And then I doubled up again later on that night. And it had been moving, started moving up till I think it was like up to $1.20, went up to $1.20. That's when I called my boy and I told him, yo, you got to get this coin. And then I was explaining to him what happened. Like I could have got it at 20 cents, but I didn't. But now I got it at 80. So so he was like, yeah, I'm gonna put it on my radar. All right, cool. Then 24 hours go by again. Now it's up to like um um 180, 190, going to $2. So I hit him up. I said, yo, so we was on the phone talking and then went to 210. I said, yo, this thing gonna keep going, man. So yeah, today it's like $2.90. About to be $3, bro. So I looked at my portfolio this morning. We are up, baby. And you know what? I am so glad. I'm glad I got what I did get. I went in this morning, just not long shortly ago. I went and I think put another $300 in there. So and then I swapped some of my Zebek token because I have Zebek too. And I actually swapped some of my XRP for it. I said, XRP ain't moving. I told my boy, we had this conversation. We had this conversation, bro. I told him. I said, now I've been holding XRP for about 7 years. Yes. I've been holding XRP for about 7 years, maybe 8 years now. I have accumulated a lot of it. And for all of us people that are in the XRP community, like we are almost tribalized. Like, why don't we sell this shit? It's not moving. And it moves sometimes, but then it don't. You sitting over here while the rest of the market's taking off. I could have took some of that and moved it over there and you know what I'm saying, ante up my money. So that's what I was telling my boy the other day. I said, T, man, listen, man. I'm about to move some money around, man. Because we sitting in a Ferrari. XRP is a Ferrari. But ain't nothing under the hood right now. This thing ain't moving at all. It's not going nowhere. I said, I'm gonna jump in this Lambo. I'm gonna allocate some of this money over here. Because we need to get in these fast pace moving cryptos, man. Sitting and waiting for that coin that everybody die hard passionate about don't make you money. You need to move when the market is moving, but you got to do the research. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. Anything I say is just for purely entertainment purposes. This is my journey, what I be doing, and that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. I didn't cash out a lot of it, but I moved a nice little bit, you know what I'm saying, to get me a decent amount because I believe in buying things in increments. 10, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000, or by the millions. Because as they move up in price and go from being 1 cent to 2 cent to 3 cent to 5 cent to 10 cent to $1 to $2, 150, when it start jumping by 20 and 30 cent at a time, you know what I'm saying? If it starts moving, hey man, you blink your eye and it went up by 30 cent. Do you know what that would do for your portfolio if you got 10,000 of them daggone things, man? Come on, man. Somebody talk to me. Hit that like button, man. We're not playing no games. I ain't scared investor either. But do your own research. Nothing up here is financial advice. I am just documenting and telling you what I do. You don't have to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do with your money. You do my working for it, not me, right? But these investment tools or these investment vehicles, some of them are slow moving. They're going to take years before they appreciate in price. I've been holding XRP for over 7 years and it's barely appreciated. And the times that it did, we did see a good rally, but then the corrections were heavy. That's called market manipulation. Now, some of these other investment vehicles that, are out here, they're fast moving. So you got it. It's like hit it and quit it. Stick and move. Put your money in. It run up by 1,000. Pull out that profit. You know what I'm saying? Pull out your initial investment. Take something, put it to the side. So everybody gotta have their little strategy. And listen, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm gonna keep saying that over and over again, man. I mean, I could share my screen with you and show you as much information or as many, commas or whatever it is that's in my portfolio. You'll see that and be like, oh, I'm gonna do what he did. No, 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 no. Do your own research because at the end of the day, you work hard for your money. You might see something else that you might, and that's why I said, like, how did this thing catch my eye? What made it catch my eye? It was the numbers. It was the numbers. So I don't want to show you numbers and it catches your eye and then you jump after it because of, that being like, yo, you're kind of late to the party. This is 1,000% profit from a week ago. I just made that. That doesn't mean that it's going to go there. This is already money made. So do me a favor, if you guys find value in anything that I say, share the video, hit the like button, leave a comment. I'm your boy Swizzy. Listen, I already showed you guys what it is, so you know what it is. But come on back later tonight. I'm gonna have my man up here. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more tech savvy so I can share the screen with you. I'm not doing that this morning, but you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay blessed, stay up, stay informed, stay connected. All right. And most importantly, stay safe out there. All right, peace. I'm your boy Swizzy, and we'll talk soon. Later.